Come here. Welcome to the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, live every Sunday on Leicester Fan TV. Come on, you Foxes. Good morning, Foxes. How the devil are you today? Yes, I'm back. How's your weekend been so far? Yes, we've scored a goal. Yes, we got 3 points. Yes, we kept a clean sheet. But more on that later. Welcome to the original Sunday morning Leicester City football show. Well, you know what day it is. It's Sunday. It's 9:30 a.m. It's time for the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, run by us fans in here for you fans out there. And you know what? Your opinion really matters. So get them comments in now. Let's get going. It's kickoff time. Come on, you Foxes.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Foxes Arms.
Want to watch more content like this? Hit the like button. Give us your views. Hit subscribe to Leicester Fan TV and make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials.
Hey, I was a minute late. What more do you want? I'm here. I'm back. You've got me as the main man. Reedy's going to join me in a minute. He's still eating his bacon sarnie in the background, so you don't want to see that. That's for certain. Let's get straight. We beat the bottom of the league club. Well, at least it means Southampton will be the bottom of the league. I'm still not holding my hands up for next year. I still think we'll struggle. But we won. We got a clean sheet. Ian says, morning, Jamie. I bet the players have forgot what a win bonus looks like. Do they still have win bonuses nowadays? I don't think they have win bonuses anymore. Won a game, nothing changed. Huge problems on and off the pitch. It just shows how poor Tony Southampton were, to be fair. Let's get some comments there. Neil. Hello, Neil. You're I didn't know you have an operation. My operation went better than I expected. I will be at the last home game, going to give the GOAT a good send-off. Yes, it was nice to see Jamie Vardy score. What a stunning goal. It just shows what I've been saying. If a striker gets service like that, he can score goals. I've been saying that for a long time. David says, Van Nistelrooy only made team changes when injuries force it. Oh, yeah, sorry. Couldn't read that last word because it was together. Let's bring Reedy in. I think he's finished his bacon signing out. Morning, Reedy. How are you, pal?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. You froze then for a second. You were there, pal. I've been missing 2 weeks. Thanks for doing the show for the last 2 weeks because of work. What was your take on it? I mean, it wasn't the best of wins. It showed how poor Southampton were. It was a 6 points of relegation that of two teams that are already going down. What was your take on it, pal?
It weren't great, to be honest. But again, when you're in the when you're playing in like championship team now, you don't have to be at your best to win a game. And that for me, looking into the future, is probably a good sign to show you that we have beaten the championship side this season in QPR when we beat them 6-2. We have played Southampton now, who will be in the league next year with us next year in the championship. So for me, as much as it weren't great, and again, it wasn't great because the team selection wasn't great because we were forced to do it. But we won, and again, it weren't pretty, but it just shows you how poor Southampton are. And I was speaking to a Southampton fan on the way home, and he was even saying that, oh yeah, you got 9 games on without scoring at home, and you got a shocky score against us. I was like, yeah, it's because you're that bad. That is how bad you are. And even just 1 point to say about Ramsdale in their goal, he's been relegated 4 times now for a team he's been with. It just shows you. I know it's not like a big sign, but just getting relegated with whoever team you're in, just shows you how bad the team is.
The only team he hasn't got relegated with was Arsenal.
Yes,
Sheffield United,
they shipped him out because he wasn't good enough.
Yeah, Sheffield United, Bournemouth, Southampton, And I can't remember the other club who
I
it
think
was.
it was Sheffield United twice, to be honest.
Was it Sheffield United twice, was it?
I think
yeah,
so.
Have that on your CV. Well, to be relegated 4 times. When you saw Jamie Vardy score yesterday, was it more of a relief because you hadn't seen a goal for, I think, around about 850 minutes at home, which is some going. I mean, I keep saying this. I was at that game, at the Brighton game on December the 8th. I did not think, I wasn't even thinking about my Christmas shopping, let alone Leicester not scoring another goal until I started work again, which is some going. I mean, it must have been a relief to actually see Leicester score no matter who it was against.
Well, before the game, man, I saw the lineup. I was like, we're not scoring here because the team we put out was just not good enough. But again, looking at a championship side and looking at the teams we're going to be playing next season, the team's probably going to be good enough, even without Mabadidi, Fatawu. We still beat them with AU, and for me, AU was absolutely useless yesterday. So again, it was awful, but we beat them comfortably, and it just shows you how hopefully quite easy it will be for us next season against a lot of teams in the championship. But again, with Vardy's goal, for me, top quality, and that's what we know Vardy for. It's just the last couple of times he's been on goal, he's completely fluffed it, and that's why I have said I don't trust him when it comes on to scoring goals anymore. But going back to the goal yesterday, quality.
You say AU was woeful. He scored a stunning goal from a free kick. Well, the rebound from a free kick, so he gets in his own assist, and he takes the referee out. What more do you want than that? Everyone wants to take the referee out. Everyone's thought about doing it, and he's done it.
He was still awful, mate. He was better with 10 men. That free kick was absolutely woeful. He took a few corners as well, and they were shocking. But again, he was just quite lucky that the ball fell to him after that free kick to slam it in. But again, for me, he was just shocking yesterday. And for me, we got rid of a lot of dead wood last season or whenever it was to kind of reset the club, and then you just bring Bobby Reid and AU back in. It's just like you've got more old wood in the club that you just don't need. Yes, they'll probably be okay in the championship, but he just doesn't want to go forward. He just seems to either go backwards or get a foul. He just doesn't do anything great.
I must admit, there was a few in the bar watching the game. There was five Leicester fans watching the game yesterday. There weren't many. I didn't think there'd be many because we're down. Not many people want to see your team playing another relegated team. So, but what they were saying, they were moaning that a lot of the time the ball was still going backwards when they were in attacking options. There was one time that it was going down the wing, and all of a sudden, 2 passes later, it was with the keeper. Talking of the keeper, it's not worth talking about the keeper because Jacob didn't have a lot to do at all, did he?
No, and I did say this the game, thinking the mentality of even just having him in there over Hermanson for me just gives you a bit of a difference. Yes, he didn't have much to do, but when you know that the last game he played, we won a game in Spurs, it just shows you the mentality the back line might have a bit more confidence in the goalkeeper because again, Hermanson was shipping 2 goals a game in the last couple of months, so a bit of a change in the team. I've been calling it the last couple of weeks, even before Hermanson got injured, that he needs to be back in goal. Because if next season Hermanson's not here, Stolicic is that first man to be in the team sheet. So you've got to get him ready for the championship next year. But again, a good performance. He hasn't had to do much. He hasn't had to do much yesterday. But again, just shows you that we've got a good backup goalkeeper when it needs it.
For some reason, I feel more confidence when Jacob's in goal than I do when Mads is in goal. It just gives me that bit more confidence.
It's because we've been shipping goals, and it's just there's no confidence now in Hermanson because at the start of the season he was saving them left, right, and centre. But after his injury and he came back, he just doesn't seem to. Like, don't get me wrong, half the goals he's conceded isn't down to him not saving them. It's more just the fact of he's been shipping goals. How can you There's no way of stopping it. Whereas you put someone else in and you get a clean sheet. Yes, it's probably not too much to do with the goalkeeper, but it just shows you.
I think with a keeper, it's all down to confidence. It's the same as a striker. Vardy, I think you'll find Vardy with that penalty last week, it was down to confidence. He didn't really feel confident. And it's the same with the keeper. If you're shipping in goals left, right, and centre, whether they're your fault or not, your confidence goes down. And I think I think that was it, really, that his confidence is down and he's making silly mistakes. He made a couple of errors against Wolves, didn't he? He could have been lobbed. I think it was the Wolves game last week. He could have been lobbed as well, I think. Just making silly mistakes. But we won. I'm trying not to be too negative. We won, but I can't see much going forward. There was a few positives yesterday. Mong again, a few minutes. Evans could have scored if your mate Daka had passed it a little bit quicker. He took one. It should have gone quicker. Instead of taking it into the penalty box and then passing it, he should have done it 10 yards before. And then Golding came on as well. I know he came off a couple of minutes.
Did he?
But you are?
Did he?
Yeah, he came on about the 93rd minute.
I was gone, mate. I was gone at the 90th minute.
Monga looked quite good. He had a bit of skill there, didn't he? He showed a bit of skill and a bit of desire to want to go to that byline and cross and put the cross in, which I've always been asking for my wingers. Get to that byline, put the crosses in. So I wouldn't say the future's looking good. It's looking bright. There's a couple of youngsters there. You can't really say much about Golding because he didn't really do a lot. You can't really. Yeah, great. I thought that. Why is two people agreeing with you? I'm very surprised. Not many people agree with you, to be honest. But there we go. Stranger things have happened.
I will say one thing from yesterday, and that was more. I noticed what JJ said after the game in his like little interview we did on the YouTube, but he was saying about there was nothing groundbreaking they changed against Southampton because again it was a relegation tie and whatnot, but he was saying that the good feelings back in the training ground and obviously in the training rooms, he said that there was a bit more of a better feeling than them just feeling when is it going to change? Not after the win, not after the win. Yes, not after the win, but even before we played them, he said that there was a bit more of a relaxed thing about it. And they did look more confident yesterday, but again, who wouldn't look confident against the Southampton side?
Well, yeah, you should do, shouldn't you? Hopefully, all I want is Southampton to get one more point. Southampton are going to finish bottom with them beating us.
Let them have 11 points as well.
Yeah, give them at least 1 point. So
no. Let them have that point as well.
That's what I mean. So Derby are still officially the worst team.
No, I mean I want them to finish on the same amount of points just to make.
I want Derby to be the only team to have 11 points. I want Southampton to get a point. Surely people in this chat would rather have Derby County bottom of the list than joint bottom of the list. Bottom of the list sounds a lot better.
It is what it is, isn't it? At least they stayed up last year, this season.
But somebody just put in the comments, at least we haven't got to go Plymouth because Plymouth went down. That's a trip you haven't got to make this year.
Oh, yeah.
But you've got to go Wrexham, Reader. You've got to find out where Wrexham is, pal.
I don't mind.
Talking about, we're on the Jamie Vardy final farewell tour now. We've got 3 games to go. Jamie Vardy things, isn't he? I actually, on the TV, I actually thought he was going to help the referee. I didn't expect him to go pick the whistle up out of his hand and blow.
That was helping him out. No, it
wasn't.
It was. He stopped the game.
I think the game had stopped, but I thought he was going to console him and say, "Oh, are you all right?" If he just picks his arm and blows the whistle and then walks off.
If you watched Match of the Day last night, he said that he blew the whistle because he could see Southampton on the wing attacking. So he blew it to stop them playing.
It wasn't counted because the referee was incapacitated, so it was stopped. You need the referee there. So I'm with Scott says I'm with Jamie, want Derby, but yes, agree. Everyone must want Derby.
It would be funny for someone else to get it though.
No. You always want Derby to be bottom of the. Terry blew the whistle and then walked away. Derby fan, is that right, Richard? Derby fans want to keep that record. I'd rather it not keep the record, to be honest. Talking about Jamie Vardy, 199 goals. That could have been his 200th if he put that penalty away. I think he's missed about 5 penalties in the Premier League against clubs and that, against Premier League clubs, which he would have had the record by now a long time ago. Can he do it on his farewell tour, Reedy? He's got Forest next week, then Ipswich, and then Bournemouth away.
If he don't get it Ipswich and he doesn't get it Forest, I can't see him doing it. But you'd be annoyed if you didn't. Again, you've got 1 goal away. You do everything you can. He even took a free kick yesterday to try and get the goal.
Well, what a free kick it was, though.
Yeah, it was nearly going in. Yeah. But again, I think that's how desperate the club is now, or the team is to try and get Vardy that goal, because I've seen many things, even all the interviews I've seen, and even Rude's interview after the game, he was saying that he needs that 1 more goal. Everyone's mentioning it. Everybody wants him to get that 200th goal, which obviously is right, but I don't. I think maybe is it a bit too late? I don't know, because you can't guarantee a goal, can you? So
No.
yes, it'd be a brilliant one. Even if we lost to Forest, he got one. But we won't. I don't think anyone would care in the Leicester end. They'd just be happy that Vardy got 200 goals. But after the Brentford loss for Forest, if we actually get a result against them, they could honestly drop out of the Champions League, which is brilliant.
I think they're in 6th place now, level on points. I can't remember the exact table. I don't look at the top of the table, especially when Forest. But it hates me to say this, that in one little bit of me, one small little percentage, 1%, is happy Forest, another smaller club, are breaking into the top 6. Same with Villa.
It's Forest.
No,
Villa can do it. Villa can do it, not Forest.
There's 1% there that wants a smaller club to break into that top 6 and upset the apple cart like we did. Maybe not win the league, but upset the apple cart. And if Forest do it, a little bit, just 1% of me is going to be happy with that. That's only
You're going to be happy that Forest are doing better than Leicester. That's disgusting.
No. I didn't say Forest doing better than Leicester. I said Forest breaking into the top 6 and upsetting the apple cart.
Hey, they're in top 6. They are in top 6. Hopefully they don't get top 5, because that means that they can't get Champions League. That's the main thing.
I've been accused of saying things and they haven't been listening to what I've been saying, and I've told them what I've actually said, and then they've stopped having a pop when they realise. They read into what I say and then don't. Then they realise you've got to have a good memory to know what you actually say and what you don't say.
There you go.
So read it. I know what I said.
But yes, next week, if we get a good result against them, even if it's a draw, it could be enough to stop them getting Champions League, which is the best thing. But I'd take it again, even if we lost and they still got Champions League, as long as we've already got that goal, then fair enough. But it all depends on if we can get it. It's not always going to be possible. It's not guaranteed, but
Forest can only get European Conference at most. No, they can still get the Champions League, can't they?
Yeah, they can easily get Champions League.
They can still just get 4th place, can't they? Oh no, hold on.
They can still get Champions League easily, I think.
I'm not sure. Like I say, I don't know, but if
you know what, while we're on here, I'll check.
Yeah, might be top 6. Yeah, it depends. There's only 5 clubs allowed from any one league. I think. I don't think you can get 6.
I think if certain ways go in, you can.
All right.
Man City are on 64, Newcastle are on 62, Chelsea and Forest are on 60. But again, Manchester City's got Southampton next, so they should win. It depends if Newcastle or Chelsea, because I know Chelsea and Forest play on the last game of the season. So
who did Forest play last game of the season?
Chelsea, and they're in the Champions League as well. So again, if we got a result against them next week, they might have to rely on beating Chelsea to get into it. So.
Oh well, wow! All I take you near enough sit next to the Union FS boys, because you're about the same seats as me, Reader. Were they quiet yesterday? So Aggie says, "Oh, by the way, Aggie, well done for winning the pies. Have you ate many yet?" What was it quiet yesterday? I saw the sign about what's so funny, Top and Rudkin or whatever it was. But was it quiet yesterday? I'm talking of the ground. There looked a lot of empty seats, Reedy. I don't know about you. Was there a lot of empty seats? But the capacity, official capacity, was 31,240. That's 1,000 less. But you said to me earlier that Southampton hardly brought any fans at all.
They had about half of them, but yeah. The one thing I will say about Union FS, and I get the point of they do some good stuff for Leicester as well in the TiVos and stuff like that. But for me, it's the fact of they voice their opinions as if they're voicing for everyone in the ground. like the plane with the banner on it. It's like they're voicing for everyone in the ground when not everyone is agreeing with a lot of what they're saying. Yes, Rudkin's got some blame, but they're going out their way to try and do something that's not going to happen. For me, yes, they're good when it comes to creating a bit of a voice and a sound, but they do some bad stuff as well. And I think that's where it gets me a bit when saying that it's not all doom and gloom, and that's what apparently it is for them. So yes, it's bad at the moment, but in the next couple of years it could be good, and then there'll be all happy days again, won't they? So it is what it is. But again, they are trying to bring a voice, they are trying to bring a sound. But yeah, they were quite quiet in the second half, and I won't be able to hear them next season anyway, so it's all good.
Oh yeah, because Reedy's moving away from me. He's moving to another seat. He doesn't want any more sweets from me. Do you know what happened a year ago today, pal? We lift the championship trophy.
What, today?
A year ago today, we lift the championship trophy when we lost to Blackburn 2-0.
And then a year ago, and a year ahead, we'll be lifting the championship trophy again.
Aggie, yes, I agree with you on that. Me too, as well. I don't have an awful lot.
I get the point of their good parts of it. Again, tifos and all that. But then they just ruin it by doing all the stuff that's just negative. I get the point of why they're doing it, but to just constantly going on and then doing it, like putting a plane in the sky, just shows you, like, it just kind of gives you the impression that everyone in the ground wants it. We don't. It just ruins the atmosphere. You're winning 1-0 when they started doing the. It was just about to be 1-0 when they did the stuff at the 14th minute again. But what, we're relegated? What's the point?
It was like that banner. I mean, that banner on the back of the plane worked really well. It was before the game, and no one.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Downstairs.
No, I didn't see it. I didn't know you weren't getting past.
No. It's been 2 weeks since a lot has happened in these last 2 weeks. I just want to go on about Winks and Vestigard. What's gone on? They were regular squad members, regular first team players, then regular squad members, and now not even in the match day squad. Really,
have you not seen stuff on this? No.
Well, I've seen bits and bobs, but it's the first time I've had a chat to talk to you. First time I've had a chance to chat to you about it. It's just gone bonkers.
I will say this, and I might get some slander on or hate on in the comments for this, but I agree with Rude's point on this. So again, Winks had a baby. He moved over back to London with his missus because she wanted to be closer to her family, apparently. And then Rude said he wanted Winks to stay over at a training ground one night because he might have a night session and then a morning session to get prepared for the game. I agree with it. If you're getting paid by Leicester City to do your job, you do as you're told in your job. Otherwise, in a normal job, you'd be sacked. If you said no, you'd be sacked. So, again, I get the point of it, but you're getting paid by Leicester City. I don't know how much, like 80 grand a week, whatever it is. You do as you're told.
Winks didn't even turn up for the Liverpool game, did it?
No, he was out with his missus, yeah.
All players are meant to be at the home games, whether you're in the squad or not. Winks, and if Winks is still here, depends who the manager is. Will Winks want to play for a manager that's dropped him? But I do agree with Rude. I think most players should be in within 30, 40 minutes of the training ground.
It's not even that. Like they could, I think Vestigard lives in London as well, but he makes his effort to get there early or whatever. Like he does what he's told, but it's more the point of where Winks says he's no. That's where people are saying, why isn't Winks in the squad? It's because that's his punishment. Yes, he might be happy with it because he's getting paid to not even do anything. But you're like, as a footballer, your job is to play football, and if you're not doing that, that's punishment enough in my eyes. Yes, you could fine him and whatnot, but the best way around it is to stop him playing what he wants to do. He's playing football. So
if he's got to drive up from London, what's that? An hour and a half, depending whereabouts he's in London. Sitting in a car for an hour, whether you're driving or not, sitting in a car in a crouched up position is not going to be best for you. 3 hours a day. And then going training, it's not good for injuries and stuff like that. So I can see Rude's point. That's about the only probably thing I'm going to agree with Rude about is the players ought to be nearer the ground. Yes, not upsetting the apple cart and move, but at least when you've got a hotel at Seagrave and they've all got their own, I think they've all got their own rooms, haven't they? I think it is. They can stay in there. What's wrong with that? 1 night a week, 2 nights a week. Yes, she's had a little, but a lot of people work away from home. When families have little children, when couples have children and small, they have to work away. A lot of people work away. He's not the only person in the world ever to work away from home. And he's getting paid, I don't know, 60, 70,000 a week. She's not going to miss out. They're not going to miss out on anything, are they? For 1 night a week, it's...
Well, realistically, if you're getting paid, what, for instance, what a day's worth is, what, 5 to 10 grand, maybe so. You thinking about that to go away for 1 night? Yeah, I'd do that for bloody your month. Do you know what I mean? To get 5 grand a day, I'm doing that every day of the week.
Well, yeah. Like Andy Meadows says, what punishment if you are still what's the punishment if you are still getting paid? Yes,
that's the issue with being a footballer. You can't get sacked. You're on a contract. That's the difference.
You get fined.
Yes.
Get fined,
but what's a fine going to do to a person who's going to get paid? They're just as much in payment, don't they? So for me, just take away 2 weeks' wages off him. What's that going to do to him? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, chaps to here. Fancy being stuck in a bloody tin can, 20,000 leagues under the sea, and your missus is dropping a spog, as he says. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in a tin can underwater anyway, let alone. But it must be that's even harder. He can't do anything. At least Winks can get back.
Yeah.
Stuck in a tin can underwater, Chapster. No, thank you.
Going into next season, that's the only issue with Rude. If we did keep him, in the fact of we're going to be losing out on probably 2 of our better players from last season in Vestigard and Winks, because again, they probably would be a starter for next year for me if they were able to play. So.
Yeah, that's a bit of a harder trip for me every day, pal. To get from Kevin Muxley to Alcudia, I couldn't quite commute every day. That'd be a tough one, that would. But yeah, I understand if the players. I mean, just quickly before we go, you've got Vardy's leaving, Everson and Ward are all both out of contract. Same as Vardy.
Come on,
them 3 are out of contract. What is what's going to happen? Who's going to buy the players? Is people? I mean, I see Juve are interested in Wout Fez. I'll snap their hand off. According to the commentary I was listening to yesterday, Wout Fez, Juve are interested in Wout Fez. Would you want Ndidi to go? Soumare to go? There's talk of Arsenal paying 30 million for El Khanous. Phillips says about Fatua. Will he still be here? Will he play in the Championship? Will Mad still be here? Well, it's tough call. I mean, it's uncertainty about the manager. The new manager, I don't think anything will happen until after July the 1st. Now. Because of the financial everything.
Yeah,
it's gone on too long now. It's gone on too long.
I do agree with you. And again, with the PSR stuff and sacking 2 managers in a 1 PSR window, for me, it's not going to happen. But when it comes to selling players and whatnot, I just think we roll with it and see what happens. Because if the offer comes in for like El Khanous for 40, 50 million, you said 30. I don't think it's going to be good enough for 30. I think we will have to accept more. But if offers come in, you have to take it, and you have to just roll with what we've got. Again, if you lose El Khanous, yes, he's not going to be the level that El Khanous is, but you've got someone like Will Alves who can probably do the job in that role as well. Again, Soumare might not want to play in the Championship. He might go to a French side again. Let him go. And Ndidi, he's not the same player as we know he was. Like, even last year, yes, he was good for us, but he's not the same Ndidi we know. So he can go. You've got the likes of Golden, who, yes, we've not seen anything of, but going into pre-season, that's where you probably start and try and look into. You've got Winks and Skip, who, again, aren't good enough in the Premier League, but in Championship, they're good enough. So we just got to roll with it, and hopefully we do keep the likes of Steffi Mabedi, Fatou, and El Khanous in that midfield, and you'd be ripping apart the Championship next year.
This is what worries me. Wouldn't surprise me if we get a run of games form now and Rude stays for the next season. I don't want it perfect. That's what worries me. What happens if we win? If we win there's a possibility we could win our next 3 games. There is a possibility. There's always a possibility, especially the teams that we're playing. What happens? Do they sack him after winning 4 games on the bounce?
I don't know. You know, it's hard for me to say. Like, people know that I don't mind if we kept Rude next season. People, I don't know why I'm thinking that, because again, his record shows and it's ridiculous. But after seeing yesterday's game, yes, it wasn't great, but I think you can see that most managers next season, if we kept Rude or if we had someone else, they would probably do a decent job with us, in the fact of we've got too good of a team to not be that good, in my opinion. We beat Southampton, we beat QPR. I honestly think most managers could do the job. Like people said about when Enzo came in, most managers would do the job at that point. So if it means we keep him and we hold out and see how he does, I wouldn't really mind it, but I'd prefer to see someone else come in, but not if it's July 1st, because that's just way too late.
Just one thing. Hold on a minute. What's wrong? Hold on. I'm still doing. Oh. Right. Okay. All right. Right. All right. Just with that comment there, let me just put it on full screen a minute. What is wrong with?
Oh no.
Doing it in your shorts.
Oh no.
What is wrong, chaps? We're doing it in your shorts. There's nothing wrong.
No, Phil did it for a reason. He was saying that he did it to say he's ready to play a game.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you just meant doing the show, but
no.
Right. All right, then, lads and lasses. I just thought that was something to do. I thought it was a new trend. We had to do it in a shorts. I bet you're in your shorts, read it, or you're still in your pajamas.
I'm still in my pajamas.
You would be. You would be. Right then, lads and lasses, thanks for joining me. I'll be leaving you now on a happy note of we got 3 points. We got a clean sheet. We scored 2 goals.
Still relegated.
We're still relegated, yeah, unfortunately. Right then, really, cheers for joining me, pal. I shall see you next week. See you, pal.
Yes,
be good.
See you in a bit. Bye.
There we go. Just on a little bit of homework before we shoot off. Much appreciated you. Thanks for watching me after 2 weeks. Just a little bit of homework. Whatever you're watching us on, please go and like and share. Whatever platform you're on, whether you're watching it on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, go and share it. There goes the final whistle. Ciao, ciao. Adios. Goodbye. Pod's vein. See you next week. Come on, you foxes.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Fox's Arms.
Want to watch more content like this? Hit the like button. Give us your views. Hit subscribe to Leicester Fan TV and make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials.